tradition. Pageantry is a game like no other, one in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the privilege to sing second. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the Army Black Knights. The Black Knights will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Still on his feet. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. All of these players on the field might have a higher calling, but guys, in this one, tough, hard-nosed running games against stout defenses.
And almost every year we go to this game, and there is absolutely nothing like it. The pageantry before the game, on the field, honoring everybody there, and realizing they're not just fighting for a game, they're fighting for everyone in the stands. And so it is one of the coolest scenes every single year.
And there's a lot of pride in this game, too, between Army and Navy and the bragging rights. It's been going on now for decades and for over a century. This game at the end of the college football year, it just means more to these two teams.
On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, midshipman!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Army! No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And here comes the Navy offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake. But here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? But I'm running these design quarterback runs. I got to take care of it.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. The option look. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night. Because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. 3rd down, nothing open. He makes it happen himself. Now set up with a great scoring opportunity with 1st and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Running back goes in motion. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Push down for the tackle.
And that is not the 3rd down they were looking for. Going backwards now, big-time decision on 4th down.
No question about it. That can certainly rattle your resolve to go for the... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Navy. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. The number one job for the return team, get good field position. But it's much better if you just score, which he did from 90 yards out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He's got his man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal flag. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game, and the Mids blew them out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But, Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were two of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships. There have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, this is it right here.
Goes to the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games that I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these two teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy, after the championship games, when they get the spotlight on them, a well-deserved spotlight for what they do for everyone out there across this country.
That's reeled in. It's Fernandez. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Quarterback gets past the marker. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run the option. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Gets away from 1. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now they regain the lead. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires downfield. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. The give to the tailback. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. It is the great equalizer. A way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football 1st, 2nd, 3rd, then their 4th option might be to pass the football.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Fireworks aplenty in this 1st quarter, and these two teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And it's another 1st and 10 play. He wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, midshipmen! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Black Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Army!
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wide out. Complete downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
From inside his own, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Navy offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass of just reading coverage and being accurate.
Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. He'll try it again. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice run there. Keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
Bulls his way forward. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about...
Touchdown, midshipman! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On second down, looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Fires downfield. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Black Knights with the 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give to the fullback. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
He'll toss it. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Navy will go back on the attack. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses hadn't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The snap sets up the throw. Got his man. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Navy quick to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. The midshipmen sailed easily past Army the last time these two got together.
I just think back to last year's game. Great individual effort from Navy. So many long touchdowns. Guys able to break tackles, and the Black Knights were just seemingly never able to recover from that. They've got to do a better job limiting the explosive plays.
Limiting the plays, yes, but this is a game about players. Like, who is the players that's going to make the big plays? They're so similar in everything they do, offense, defense, special teams. Which big-time players can step up maybe for Army and change the outcome from last year?
And the third down pass is incomplete. Navy will have to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to pass on second down. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beaten. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. He's going to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long and field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up fourth.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Terrell. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Black Knights getting set on first and 10. It'll be a draw. Shakes off the tackle. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Black Knights are marching down the field. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fernandez. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off bounds with that play call.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Black Knights look to do some damage in the red zone. On the ground, it's Tuggle. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. They'll go to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. The completion well past the sticks. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
The pitch. Crosses to 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes the catch. It's Carr. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Navy quick to the line. On the option. Oh, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise. The defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make them make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover in the backfield.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Black Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes the Navy offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up?" And the quarterback is snowed under.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. He now has 110 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. He'll throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
He's got his man. Touchdown, Navy! And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Now on the option. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The option look. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. He'll bring it back. It's Carr. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Navy will go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. Got his man to the left. Got a lot of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll throw it on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6. Let's go.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Throws to the wideout. Fakes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Now on 2nd down. 1 The back goes in motion. On the option. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quick toss. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the option. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
37.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. A 1st down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
37.
On the run from inside his own 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the win.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. And the Black Knights want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game.